First, let's look at how we measure visibility. The Weather Service has visibility sensors that measure the meteorological optical range, which is defined as the length of atmosphere over which a beam of light travels before its luminous flux is reduced to 5% of its original value. Visibility is all about contrast. We can see the sun and the moon because they are huge, and they contrast well against the blue sky. When we are looking at small objects like boats over the ocean, visibility is extremely limited. How far can we see? A common number I see in the weather forecast is 16 kilometres. So that means on that day at 16 kilometres, the object will only have 5% of its luminous flux. Or, in simple terms, anything over 16 kilometres, and you're struggling to make out that object. For the globers out there, I want you to imagine that we live on a flat plane and think to yourself, how would the horizon look? Do you think the horizon would just keep rising and rising until it reaches eye level? Would the horizon line just get higher and higher the further away it gets from us? Okay, so if you're on Mount Everest, just stop and think, how would that visually appear at such a really high elevation? The answer to the question, would the horizon rise exactly to eye level on a flat plane, is of course no. When looking out to sea at ground level, our view is not unlimited. It is limited by the atmosphere, water vapor, pollution, and many other factors. Now, let's look at what the correct saying should be for the horizon rises to eye level. The correct saying is on a flat plane, the horizon will appear to rise to eye level, but will never quite get there due to the elevation of the observer and the visibility on that day. And before the globers start typing, are you going to tell the flat earthers that they're wrong? Consider this. Saying the horizon rises to eye level is a generic saying that is simply trying to demonstrate that on a flat plane, the horizon should appear to rise to eye level, whereas on a globe, it should appear to drop away. The saying, the horizon rises to eye level, is used to try and highlight that point. Globers, however, have taken the phrase verbatim and do experiments like water levels on mountains to prove that the horizon doesn't exactly rise to eye level. Instead of doing that, simply ask the flat earther the question, do you think the horizon will rise to exactly eye level regardless of viewer elevation? And if their answer is yes, then post their comments here and I'll gladly inform them. But I suspect they are using the saying in its general sense. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.